All right, look. I'm gonna try to figure out. I don't even know how to figure that shit out. I'm gonna just have to put this up as a short so you guys can see the beginning. But real talk, like that's the shit that came out in this reading. Someone's doing dark magic, and I just found the dark magic because I looked over on the side, and they're doing this because you're mystical, but that's not gonna work. This is the thing. I'm sick and tired of people doing dark magic on people. This time they're going to try to go to Mexico, they're saying, or thinking. This is the newest plan. This is the newest genius idea. I mean, I don't even know if some of these people are going to be around to see this or try to even do this when, but this is the plan. They plan on doing some dark magic to make you die during childbirth. That's how much they hate you. Okay. And it was on 44 when I said that. That's how much they hate you, 144. They hate you because you're chosen. I don't even understand how that works. It's not something that you chose. It was just based on the choices that you made to no longer be in a low vibrational energy. To heal yourself and your childhood trauma and the things that you had went through and your ancestors went through and your mom and your grandma and whoever and whoever and whoever and whoever, right? That's all you were trying to do is just cleanse you and your bloodline. Now you're in this big old fight with dark motherfuckers. And you're like, you don't even got shit to do with me. Like, I don't even, who? The group of her? The fuck is you talking about? Watching me, doing this, doing, what? For what? Y'all don't even make no real sense right now. 144 on the clock. For a lot of these people, it's unrequited love. A lot of for the 144 is unrequited love. Take it how it resonates, 144, or those cross watchers for them. I'm gonna have to put this as like, you're direct descendants of royalty. That's why. You're direct descendants of royalty. Don't let nobody tell you anything. Yeah. And you've overcome any type of material loss or trauma. Yeah, because of your philosophical faith. And something to do about your understanding. Whenever I see the Middle East, that childbirth death keeps coming out. Yep. Whenever I see the Middle East, I get the idea of that's where whatever, I have to find, because I've been studying a lot of the demons and like what they smell like, and you know me and the smells, what they smell like, what they look like, you know, all these things. I'm going to do an Empress reading as well, guys. I shouldn't have picked up this deck because I put those three together for the Empress reading. But yeah, so I get an energy of like what you're walking into is like maybe your person as well. And it's like you're a direct descendant of royalty as well, but you had to do a little bit more work this time, maybe. Maybe because you have, I feel like it's almost like, correct me if I'm wrong and email me about this if you feel some kind of way, but I feel like you have to do more work like the older you get. Not this lifetime, but in the lifetimes. Like each time you got to get tougher and tougher. So there's some significance, I believe, to the fact that like who you find as your partner and what karmic things you overcome and how quickly, and because I'm also curious, like how many lives do we agree to? I think I know how many I agreed to, because I don't think I'd be going crazy out there. I'm just saying. But oh, there's evidence on somebody. There's evidence of this, maybe. I know my heritage. I know my direct descendants this lifetime, as well as ancestral and previous lives. I'm very in tune with my Akashic records. Since everybody wanted to rip me out the package, now I'm acting brand new. You understand? I know my shit. I know who the fuck I am. I know more lifetimes than most people have lives or lived, even. So I don't know why people keep playing games. Okay, so here's the thing. Speaking of people playing games, this is a general message. Some people know. Ooh, I like this. I like this camera position better too, because y'all can't see me in the back. Oh, did you? Well, you still saw my little shorts. But anyway, it's like, oh, have faith and love. That's all Spirit's telling me right now. You've overcome everything. You know your identity, blah, 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 blah. Like that's what it's in here. Look, Just trust me. Anyway, general reading. Your past person and their past person are throwing magic. So your past person is throwing magic at you, and your new person. Let me slow down. Okay. General message. Your past person and their past person. So whomever this person either is with or has recently left or left a long time ago and is just, you know, out, whatever. And I don't know about that life, but they are throwing magic. Now, your new person, their past person is throwing magic too, but I don't think they know who you are. Your past person and his past person may think that they know. I think that they think it's some kind of weird twisted shit where some people think that your past person who was just a fling is somehow your person. And that was the magic that they did, overcoming everybody. Well, okay, and let me continue. Let me not get, well, I was supposed to. That's your past person's magic. Your past person's magic and their person or past person, however it equates. If they're with the person still, you know better than I do. I just took the notes on what it said for the general reading. Okay? All right. So then your past people are relentless because sacrificing you was the only thing that they could do in order to get anything. And that's the mistake they made. They thought that's the illusion they were under because they were doing black magic. So black magic puts you under an illusion. Trust me. And when that illusion breaks on you, you're fucking Looney Tunes. You're like, oh my God, it's like, for instance, if you do black magic on a guy and then you can't be with anybody, so it seems is because you did black magic on a guy. That's how it works, silly. Now you can tell the person and say, hey, I've done this and I free you. I free you of that. That's the only way to kind of remove yourself from what you've done. Somewhat. You still have to go through all of your karmic lessons for whatever karmic things you've done. But as far as not being able to move on to a new person, yeah, until you break that illusion, sweetheart, that illusion is set. So, and here's the thing. Anything that person, and this is just my personal opinion, anything that person may do in order to protect themselves against you is on you, because you're the one who was doing something against them in the first place. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it makes perfect sense. If you're doing something against somebody, of course you still have to pay for doing something against somebody. So yeah, 8:18 on the clock. Angel guidance is encouraging you to be clear in your heart about how you want the current situation to unfold before you take any further action. Maybe this is an 818 warning call to somebody. Just saying. Anyway, now, they thought that sacrificing you was going to lead to something, but it's not. Then that's why it's not working. They may have thought that it looked like it was working, but actually you were being put through tests to see if whether or not you could actually pass them to move on to your next levels and continue to, you know, repair all of these different lineages. So you have your generational, you have your linear curses, or, you know, you have your generational ones, which are people who, like, so let's say, for instance, nobody in your family has graduated from college since your grandfather. That may be a generational curse. Do you understand? Okay. Also, for instance, if no one has, yeah, that's enough. So it's things like that. Or if no one has been able to have a successful marriage. If just every marriage in your whole entire family lineage always ends up in divorce. Like even the ones that lasted for a long time, somebody gets divorced, they end up getting divorced. Like, damn, they got divorced too. We ain't got nobody. If that hasn't happened that may be a generational curse. If children out of wedlock. I mean, I don't think I need to go through the kit and caboodle tonight, 10:10 on the clock. I think it's pretty clear. I'm telling you things like these are how you don't know which lineage, but you know, all that saying, oh, when it stopped with me. I hope you meant that because it needs to. It really needs to. How do we become healed, whole people? You know, what is the level of peace within myself? What is the level of peace outside of myself that I need to have in order to feel confident about what I'm putting in and getting out of the universe? Because that most often that's what other people's issue is. They don't put out the same things, so they're not getting the same things, and they're mad at you because what is this person? And in a reality, you don't know exactly what that until you walk in that person's shoes. And here's the thing. I don't even know why I'm flipping any cards at this point. Here's the thing. All these downloads came and Spirit's like, yeah, you finally decided to sit in front of the camera now. 11:11 on the clock. Now we're going to give all the messages. I'm going to go exactly to 11:11, which was like on the clock, because I knew that was in here. You are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. And that's essentially what you're doing, right? 11:11 on page 18. Okay, 18:18 was the last one, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. 8:18. I don't know. Maybe 18:18 is gonna be the next one. Anyway, 11:44. So, I was reading this. Oh, okay. So here's the thing: your new person's past person was reprimanded for what she did, or he did. That person has stopped your new person's past person from doing things. They may be looking, but I think they're trying their best to like move on because they realize like what will happen. They have 12 on the clock. They have completely come to understand what the roles are in the relationship with you and your new person. And I'm keeping that way because NP is these people are no longer your problem. That's to be understood as well. But since we wanted to get an update, okay, it's because Spirit's been like, go ahead and do the reading. I'm like, I got other stuff to do. I'll even take the other stuff away from myself and still not do a reading. Be like, okay, you can't do this fun thing. Okay, don't do in this. And be like, okay. Anywho, your past person and their past person are receiving heavy karmic debt right now. They have not learned. I don't think they have. We're going to get some cards out for that. To let you alone. That's how I wrote it to let you alone. So they will be, ruined completely. Oh, damn. This, gosh. And it's at 1313, Empress. Okay. I'm going to do an Empress reading too. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm kind of excited about this Empress reading because I've been sitting over there like, ooh, and I put 4 decks together, and so that means how many Emperors are there? 4. Okay, how many? But wait, there may be like some budding Emperors, but that's, I don't know. For some of these, I feel like some of the 144, we want like, you know, the highest beings that we can have, right? Just for the simple fact that we're kind of like the highest beings that you can have too, right? So you want someone that's going to be able to continually evolve with you. But I also feel like getting to that Empress stage is also a beautiful romantic part, especially when you realize like how many 14 on the clock. Oh, I'm going to love this Empress reading, especially when you start to see from the cards your mates and you're like, oh shit, you mean if I let all of those go, I get somebody that's like, like every part of your body's going to explode and tingle. Okay, I'm definitely got to do this Empress. 1441, you guys are mirroring each other. Yep, this person is rescuing you. Anyway, this person is defending you at all costs. This person that, I'm going to leave that alone. It's not a part of this reading. We're doing this one. which is the general reading. All right, we're going to do the Empress reading next. Oh, and that's it for the general reading notes that I had. Okay. Maybe that's it. Because these are all for, because I had an extra 3. Yeah, all of those are for. All right, let's see. What else can we say? This is just literally like probably a word to the weirdos. Like, you guys better cut this black magic out because everybody sees what you're about to do, and nothing's going to happen because of it, but you're just going to be judged more and more harshly through the universe and by others as they continue to see who you really are. Anyway, patience. In just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Okay. Someone's gambling with their addictions, bad finances, and just having challenges on making decision to work on their inner healing. I don't think that that's any of, I don't know. Anyway. So here's the thing with addictions. People don't realize how many addictions there are. People think it's just like alcohol and drugs. No, there's pornography addiction. There's sex addictions, which can get you, which is exactly what Spirit wanted me to touch on. Oh, there's somebody at a distance to you, because you saw that distance card, right? There's somebody at a distance to you that was gambling with themselves entirely. They felt as though, ooh, it's some Mercury, some Mercury retrograde energy. It's funny because, yeah, okay. All right. So this person, if they can muster up, if they can vomit up the guts to come in your direction, which I think they might. I have no hope for anyone to face their fears other than myself and my children, probably. End of list. I'm saying everybody else kind of let me see. Let me see. I don't know you. I don't know nobody except for myself and the ones I made. Oh, let me see. Anywho. So listen. You may have been seen as the town beauty. People looked at you as someone who was beautiful inside and outside. Maybe even a femme fatale, somebody that was illustrious. What is it called? It's not illustrious, I don't think. Hold on, let me double check, because I don't think it's illustrious. Oh, yeah, it is. You were illustrious. 1818. I told y'all. 1818 on the clock. You were illustrious. Okay. Your beauty is like just damn. It's dropping. It's dropping they jaws. Can't even say it right because the jaw already didn't drop. It's just they're trying to make out the words. Listen, I ain't got time for this shit. Listen, you were very devout. You were very reverent. That's how people saw you. Damn, you a town beauty and you reverent? Damn, what could they ask for? Is you nice? You could be a bitch. Is you nice? Let's find out more. Anyway. Stop playing around. Okay. Be patient with me. Still a work in progress, 1919 on the clock. Okay, listen. Everybody saw you and understood who you were. You had goodness inside and out. It's all you know. It's all you know how to be is good and right and just. You don't operate from other calibers because you're just not. You know, you don't see that as being a good way. Okay? So, nonetheless, you've walked through your own karma, right? You know who you are now. You know how people have seen you, how people watched you grow into this maybe. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, honey. People watched you grow into this Empress energy. People watched you grow into this. This is the thing. This is not somebody who didn't make a name for themselves. The hard part of the story is that somebody that you were a femme fatale maybe to them. Everybody in their area of significance, initially, I'll say, they saw you as a femme fatale. Some of them, if not a lot of them, struggled with their appearance. Not their outerly appearance, their inner appearance. They didn't know how to make those match up. A lot of younger people is the energy that I get, because they saw you as kind of like evangelistic. That's the best we gonna do tonight. Evangelistic. They saw you as an evangelistic individual. Okay? And maybe even an extremist, or maybe that's what you're kind of seeming like, or they wanted to protrude some type of like negative energy. Ooh, okay. So I was wondering why these cards were coming around in circles. These people wanted to escalate that to kind of be like, oh, Mother Mary was a whore kind of energy. I don't know. Shit. But they wanted to make you out as like some prostitute, which wasn't a reality. They started to gang stalk you probably with technology and, you know, looking up your friends list. This is the thing that gang stalkers do. This is why they're going down for these crimes too. They think that they're not, but I saw today, everybody, karma don't miss motherfuckers, especially just on the level of crime that you're doing it. You're always going to do the time for it, whether it be a night in jail or a couple nights or some years. And it depends on the offense. You have to understand that's how karma works. And then the money karma, that's how money karma works. That's how it works. 22:22 on the clock. I must have missed the 2020 mark. Anyway. Ooh. A lot of these people, they're living in fear right now of a public execution or death, because they're walking through that right now. They're having a life lesson in having to overcome their fears. See, this is the other part of it. They wanted to walk in your shoes. They wanted to be you. They wanted to be you at any cost. I don't know if these people just got readings on you and found out who you were supposed to be. Some of these people have friends who were in the metaverse and understood how much you were going to be worth, your capital, and they wanted to invade on that space and walk in your shoes. Yeah, your phalanges. They wanted to fill your phalanges, baby. They wanted to be every last one of your phalanges. There was an organizer, maybe, or two. Well, there were several, because there's several groups after you, or that were interested in you. I'll do a separate reading on that too. I'll do the groups. That's what I'm going to call it. The groups. But the organizer or planner of this spirit's kind of leaning more towards, this was like an unrequited love, who, you know, is more of a headhunter that they had out. Like maybe these bigger groups, one of these, or two, or I don't know, two. Yeah, two of these bigger groups had him out as a headhunter for people who were supposed to be a part of a ritual sacrifice. I don't have to make shit up. It's going to pop out in my cards. A human sacrifice, to be exact. Yeah. And the lessons were going to be all of you overcoming your fears. So as long as you overcome all of your fears, you don't have this public execution and whatever. The organizer, planner of this, or dreamer, person who developed this craziness against you. Spirit keeps leading me back to this promiscuous love energy. All right, I'm gonna let some more cards come in. Oh shit. Spirit's letting anybody who's deciding whether or not I'm a reputable source right now, 2424 was on the clock, that this is who I am. Okay. So somebody's not going to be happy about that. Some allied invader is supposed to, I don't know, go back and deliver a message of what's happening here, of instability, and there's none of that to be displayed. So they're already know, like from the moment. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why they thought They seem to think that they're going to be able to do something this next moon cycle too that's supposed to really affect you and take you under. Has anything taken? How many unders do you have to go to? How many undertakers do you have to go to get somebody undertaken? Y'all might go. Just saying. Anyway. Nickelodeon. All right, you guys. What was I supposed to be telling y'all about? Okay, so it's a headhunter or whatever. It's Ever Quiet Love. They're younger people. This person, yeah, was a headhunter for these groups. Oh, it's to keep the promiscuous love. Okay, 2552. The thing about it was this person had never encountered someone like you. So as a headhunter, they had never encountered someone that was actually a really wise person. Well-informed and enlightened, and a wounded healer. Like that is a part of your identity. And yeah. Oh, okay. This may be of significance to somebody. The only way that they could have ever damn, Spirit's being real honest right now. Spirit's like the only way that they could have damn, Spirit, the only way that they could have ever been able to get away with any childbirth death for you, any dark magic, childbirth death magic that they could do over you. The only way that that could work is if your parent had miscarried or died at birth. It's like, so if your parent had miscarried you, okay, there was a door that closed, oh, and a horn honked, and my nose itching. Enough significance for me. Shit. Enough significance for you? Shit. That's enough significance. Damn. Ooh, wee. Okay, or if your parent had died at birth and you were born in that fashion. Ay. That's the only way. Or if you had lacked the ability to become more natural, and learn more about your identity as a lover, and work through trauma and healing, and having fanatical faith. Like if they could have taken all of that away from you, it looks like nothing's gonna work if they, I mean, you're you. They can't change who you are. That is something that you've been assigned because of your previous lives. I hope this is making very much sense, because that's the first time I ever put it that way. And when I start to give out messages like that, honey, you'll be hoping you recording, and you'll be hoping it lasts about 5 hours, because that's how long my conversations last when people are getting all these messages, and help to escape these, you know, toxic cycles. Yep, look, freed. I knew it. I was looking at it. Helped me to let's just mellow on the card for a minute. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Two or three, like a group of young ladies, just I heard their voices say something celebratory. So Empress, that's definitely for you. You've been freed. I feel like that was coming off the freed energy, which is definitely the freed Empress energy. And that's because you had a chance to look back at your childhood identity and kind of make amends with a lot of things in there. You've realized things about you. You have a strong Viking presence. I don't know that you know who that is in yourself. This Viking. Yeah, Viking. I thought it was Celtic. Maybe they're the same. I'm going to have to do some research. Oh my gosh, the research for me has been so romantic. You just have to understand, because the research is like so close to my heart, like the things that I love. And you're going to probably be like, what is this bitch even talking about? Yeah. So I've been doing my research on things, and like, so I've been going to museums, and I'm looking at like all this artwork and stuff, and I'm like, wow, and putting it back together with the tarot cards, 29 on the clock. I'm also reading some books and things like that too. So it's really making a huge amount of significance for me as I continue on in my structuring of my capabilities as a high priestess, right? Because I'm here to heal people. So the more knowledge that I have, the more opportunities to really engage in past life energies and knowledge, so that I can help other people access their Akashic records, because it's about me knowing about the different places that I ascertain this information. I feel like the energy is that spirit droplets things to me, and they make significance. Yep, prophet-led faith. First thing I saw on here. They drop significant things to me that make me very, damn, Spirit's like, you cannot get away from this other message. There's another message that Spirit's not wanting me to back down from right now, explaining to everybody. Yep. It's going to be a social oppression if I don't. So this it's a feeling that like this community wants to know, needs to know. Maybe this is just a part of the general message for people in general in the community. So whomever is leading this, whomever this person is that is in charge of this whole debauchery that's against you, I mean, it's a shit show. It's literally, I get the energy that like a while back when you really became protected, you realized that it was like almost like any black magic that you would feel, because you know the effects of it when it presents itself to you, okay? Because you're not ill-knowledgeable is the best word that I have. Like, you're not stupid, right? So you know when somebody's sending something your way, if you're intuitive, right? 3113, yes. Okay, so in that, you learn what to do, I guess. I forgot the train of thought there. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe there's too many cross watches for this. Anyway, it's a social oppression for you not to say, for me not to. Now y'all realize how really divinely led I am in these messages, because I'm literally talking to myself, and that's not possible because the cards. Okay, there's a divine presence. Anyway, social oppression. Okay, so promiscuous love. Okay. The social oppression is like me not speaking up on what this download is going to keep some community oppressed. All right, so there's a promiscuous love or love that was spread around. There's a certain energy or demonic entity that was spread, and you have to understand there's so many entities. If people have been doing graveyard magic, unless they're pulling up a specific ancestor, but that ancestor is tied to other ancestors, you have to understand it's just going to keep going. 32 on the clock. So even if you think, oh yeah, I only took it from one grave. No, you dumbass. That's still going to keep going through that lineage. Their ancestors are being awakened because you fucked with an ancestor's grave. It doesn't matter if you chose one. It's like, okay, now you have one set of ancestors. It's still a lot of people that are dead. Oh, gosh. So these things are essentially attached to a lot of these people in the community. These people's gotta pay. These people's gotta pay. That's what, okay. So that was the download. Analogy. Let's say, for instance, this is a city like Arizona. Okay, you have to look at what the makeup is of this city, right? You have to look at the makeup of this city. Okay, Spirit also gave me some other downloads about October 30th, masks come off. Like, they completely come off. The next day, there's no capability to not see people for who they really are, even though it's Halloween and everybody's going to have a mask on. The masks come off on the 30th. The 31st, people see you from that day forward. I'm just telling you. Anyway, what happens? Look, it's literally written there. What happens? Anywho, this is before reading. Anyway, when they come for you, that's what's also written there. Yep. Because, ooh, damn, this is all the downloads. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, so listen. Let's say, for instance, it's a city like Phoenix, Arizona. You have to understand, in this city, that the roots there, okay, which makes it maybe kind of more treacherous, if you will. They've done things like send the mobsters to that city, right? To keep up with whatever they want to do, right? Pretty much, right? They just send them there. There's no real other like significance or huge purpose, right? There's also probably some churches that have been there before the state became a state. So there are already religious covens there that have been there before the state became a state, before it was even Arizona. Okay. Now, people have always gone there to die. It's a retirement central, right? Wasn't that what it was several years back? Or as long as anybody has really known it, like you send the mobsters there to die or to do things until they die, whatever those things may be. Maybe more organized crime. You just have to understand the energy of the person inhabiting. It's people who've either squilled on people in organized crime or people who've done organized crime. 35, 35. Okay. People go there to retire and die. Retirement central. Death central? Okay. Anyway, that's also a weird part about it, because I've been in Arizona before and I noticed they don't, like, I hadn't seen, it's not like they have an abundance of cemeteries there. So my thought is, like, people literally do go there to die, and then their families bring them to wherever their burial grounds are. So the spirits are there, and then their bodies, anyway, a lot more people than probably in other states. Let's just say that. All right, let's go. It's quite a possibility. Just throw that out there. Anyway, you can take that out if you don't want it. We got enough here. Sex covens. Now, Arizona is a place for sex covens. It's a place for swingers. It's a place close to Utah. It's got that kind of energy going, right? Already, right close to it, in it, around it. But now there's young and old ones, because it didn't have, Arizona, it didn't have these things going on in the previous years, because it used to be a place where mobsters go and, you know, to do whatever until they die, and then places where there were already church covens, and then that people go there to retire and die. And now there's old and young sex covens, right? Because I imagine these mobsters maybe have, you know, planted some seeds of extracurricular, you know, nightly, daily, anytime you need me energies present there. Of course, those things are always going to, let me just continue on. It's just kind of wild, because no, it's not. Because I read an article a while back about Arizona, like it was a long while back, maybe like 10 years or something like that, back, about how the STDs amongst senior citizens in Arizona have went up because of how many, 37, how many of them had actually been having sex with prostitutes. And so maybe there were prostitutes in certain neighborhoods that were just kind of like spread it wide and laying it. I don't know how to say it even go. Anyway. Anywho. Yeah, so, but then I started to notice too, there was one time I drove through and there was a billboard off of the side of the freeway, like a huge one, that was just talking about how, like, all the STDs out there, which again, I want to put this message out because I think it's incredibly important that people start to go get themselves tested. You need to know that you're not walking around interacting with people or doing things with people, and you're, you know, you could be spreading a disease, you know. And here's the thing. Every time you get that clean bill of health, you feel so excellent. Just trust me, because I'm someone who gets tested. Anytime I've had a partner, when I left my husband, like, I don't care. Even if it's just kissing somebody, like, because you can get things through that too. Like, there's diseases, like, is this a disease that never ends? You know, it just goes on and on, my friends. You know, you may have thought it was like a nice sloppy session or something like that, but now you've contracted, you know, HIV or AIDS, maybe even from somebody who had like a little cut in their mouth or a sore or something in their mouth, and they gave you head. Anywho, continue. Only state that doesn't participate in daylight saving time. So it's the only state that doesn't actually move when everybody else moves for daylight savings time. It just stays there. There's got to be some significance to that. A state that's kind of lost in time, maybe. It might be even a little, let me not even go there. A portal to wickedness is what I keep hearing. Oh, gosh. Anywho, let me continue on. Get tested was I feel there's a heavy energy out there. and get tested more than once. If you're trying to walk in your divinity and you haven't met your person, or you don't feel like you're ready for a person yet, then you need to still walk in that divinity, like for a little while, and just kind of cleanse your spirit, is what spirit's telling me. Cleanse your spirit so you can accomplish everything, because it really does matter for both male and female whether or not you're abstaining. It's not like you have to swear it off and say you never want to be with anybody ever again. No, it's just cleansing yourself and taking time to do that, like recorded work where you're refraining from physical activity to really work on self. It's going to help you. It's just like fasting, like, is fasting significant? Oh, I wonder what else you can fast from. Social media. Oh, sex. Sex. I believe that one of the most, and I saw that today too, and I was just kind of reminded, like, oh no, this demon has actually accessed everybody, which I think most demons probably have. Like, that's just the general understanding that I get at this point in time about the earth, is that people have really been succumbed to all of those entities in 4114 on the clock, demons and challenges and things that they need to do in order to have that healing work aspect added to their person. There's a lot of work to do, and not a lot of people are doing the work. They don't have this. Everybody feels like they're in, maybe there's a lot of issues with ooh, dang, Spirit's like, no, this is a message. Maybe there's a lot of concerns with people like that this isn't an ethical religion, 4141 on the clock. People feel like it's not an ethical religion, tarot cards and bliss and that and this and that. Well, whose measure of ethics are we going by? Because if we're going by the old standard of ethics that really came from more of like Socrates and things like that, like all these gods that, pose these questions and ask all these ethical things, then they very much so did this. Like, I've been doing my research. Okay, now we back in my motherfucking research. All right, so I've been visiting places that have things, artifacts, and knowledge about these things. And this is where people are really gambling with their opportunities to really go up and move forward, because the portal is closing. Like, I hope people didn't think like portals stay open, but the masks are coming off. That's what it is. This is that one. Okay. Anyway. Let me calm down. Step 42, 32. Okay. So listen. People have to decide if they're a devotee or follower of this or that. There's no such thing as an ethical religion. It's religion. It has a tie to a religious structure. People who don't understand that, they need to start doing their research, right? But I don't think that anybody that's watching, well, there may be people that don't understand, or maybe, I don't know. But this is not of the devil, so I don't know. This is God reaching out in the means that they have, health issues. Okay, so, shit. Spirit's like, you're not finished with that message there. Somebody's caught something. Somebody literally caught something. Probably HIV. Okay. Here's the thing. Someone else knows that. I think several people know that now. Like, I think there's at least 2 or 3 people that know this about this person. Okay. At least 2, 3, or 7. I don't know. Depends on how big the group are. Depends on how big the group is. Sorry. I'm not really wanting to do these readings anyway. But this person is maybe experiencing a breakup, or is getting divorced, or has been divorced, and they're a liar. So if this is a community person listening in the social group that was involved, this person gambled with almost everything. They're going to be forced underground. Ooh, some people might even result in a suicide, or this is a suicide to them. Yeah. And it's saying, maybe someone's wondering, in the this collective is like, yeah, I could care less about these people. 4422. You're wondering, like, what should you do as far as having a doctor or midwife? Spirit said midwife. Have a midwife, have a doctor on call. That's what I would do. Yeah. Sheesh. Okay, so I found out who that house fire belonged to, because maybe somebody explained. Oh, shit. some things. Oh, shit. I don't know about that card. Whomever that worker was, they're the ones who are going to have a house fire. And that's going to be, it's like a forced conversion of faith. But that's the one who is going to be subject to doing housework. That's what they're going to end up doing for the rest. That was, maybe that person is watching. I don't know. Maybe there's someone that knows that they did this. Yeah. Looks like they may have been in some situation, or maybe they'll find themselves trying to defend this unexplained disappearance. This shit keeps coming up. Damn. Okay, there's going to be an unexplained disappearance. Someone that it's a lesson of power. It's someone who ends up becoming, people are going to look at this person as a peasant. They used to, yeah, all their friends are. They may have used to look at this person like as though this person was intelligent and intellectual. They may have went to school, like maybe these are college friends that now are abandoning this person because they're realizing that they had a lot of childhood trauma that they covered up by just kind of, I don't know, maybe with the magic that they were doing, because I get this is the energy of these younger. Yep, I just got a notification on my phone too. Yep, I just got a notification on my phone too. That this is that this is because of these people. Hold on. This is because of these people doing what they did, basically. Damn. Something about somebody being kidnapped or sold into a cult. Oh shit. I was trying to find out where they were talking about like just some regulars like drug or sex trafficking so I could kind of give a lead, but I'm gonna tell y'all 100. I just get cult faith, and then it's mathematician, which I get is it's a group that understands geometry. Let's just say that. They moving this person somewhere cold. Said hypothermia. All right, I'm gonna close this one out after this. Yes, luck is on your side, collective. Okay. Maybe there's something to do with some air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There's a liar in this situation somewhere. Be careful, someone's sneaky. Okay. And then you are moving into your honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding, possibly with your person. And so just say yes is what Spirit's saying. Like, don't even worry about like what it is that you're, if you have something to wear, like that's the energy I'm getting. Like, don't even worry about if you have something to wear. You have something to wear, don't worry. And you're just say yes. That was a download from a few weeks ago. So just say yes. Let me get to this Empress reading so I can get this bad boy out. I hope this has been helpful for the collective. It's been kind of a little bit heavy. There's some young male maybe wanting to know about their identity. Oh, shit. Okay, so here's the other part. Damn, I thought I was ending this. Spirit's like, you're not getting out of this without saying this. Okay, so there's a young male in the scheme of things that maybe the head of this group or cult, or, you know, group is what I keep hearing. Group that maybe forged other little groups against you. You know how it works within the groups that you were already affiliated with. They preyed on things like these people's sexuality. Whereas, and they may have been known around town to have a really good sex, right? I sound like I don't speak English well tonight. Anyway. They don't have really good sex. I mean, they have really good sex, sorry. They don't really, like, if you think about it, because it carries diseases like HIV. I feel like these people have had other diseases previously, that they've tried to put on you, put on you. Yeah. Says someone else, but maybe someone else was in the middle of that. Someone else was like, oh, just blame it on that person. So maybe that's how that came about, but it doesn't matter, because they should have just followed their intuition and not put it on you. Like, they should have known that. Maybe there was an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that was involved in that, or Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Ooh, something stanky came out just then too, and ain't shit around me that stank. You guys, come on now. Anyway, this was done maybe using a love spell. And Spirit's like, no, now, oh. Okay. Spirit's saying don't say anything else about that. We're gonna let that one go. Not like really, but we're gonna go ahead and let that go. Conversation. Okay, so one of the ways that people are going to be able to tell that this disease is essentially and ultimately present is because other people, 5115, mirroring situations here. People who are married are going to feel different and go to their doctors, and they're going to wonder what's going on. You're going to get back some results, because again, these are old and young groups, been doing stuff and messing around, and you know how it goes. Where some men have exposed their wives to HIV because of their in the closet relationships. And this is why any in the closet relationship is not okay, whether it be same sex or opposite sex. Relationships that are not your main relationship should not be, like, you gotta know which box to put that in. Like, you can't just, like, it can't, yeah, that's not how this shit works. This is how HIV and stuff like that works. Is by stay by yourself for a while. You need to take the test every 3 months, probably like for a year's time, before you can even be confirmed that you don't really have any exposure to it. Anyway, that's just my little kit and caboodle. If you want to read the documents that come with the tests, you can. I've known this because they came to my school when I was a teenager talking about this shit. I realized that health was important. Shit, bitch was out there crying because they was having babies at that time, and I was still a virgin. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, why is this so tragic to you? Just said don't have unsafe sex, and they're thinking about the shit that they've been up to. Oh God. Anyway, 52 for everybody that knows somebody that was a teenager in high school when AIDS came out. Now you know why the bitches was crying so hard in the hallways. Anyway. Let me get myself onto this Empress reading. This energy is so, like, I don't know, this energy of these people, they have a lot of bad stuff coming their way. So the person, yeah, these husbands are gonna, like, there's gonna be some spouses that come up with, oh, they're gonna get a divorce. That's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the thing the community is gonna see. The next relationships that end in divorce, it's because maybe someone got a test and then didn't realize that, like, this person was even living this life, and they couldn't live with that anymore. They were like, no, I deserve to go be with somebody else. Even if I do have a disease, some people are going to not end up with it, you know, to you. If that's you, I don't know what to tell you. Friends, like, they're gonna watch their friends go through this. Yeah, it's gonna be some shit happening. Like, some shit in the streets is gonna get different amongst a whole different group of people. I'm gonna just tell you, ooh, yeah, that sexual intimacy that they were looking forward to or trying to. And I also have an understanding that too, it's because this person, the way that these things could have been avoided was if this person was able to sleep with you, but you're in no way, shape, or form going to do that. And that's why this person has grown so, and it's like, Spirit is wanting me to tell the collective people, like, who feel like they're going to receive some karma from this situation, because they're, you know, clearly involved, the cross watchers. They were in some very low energy. All these things that were being done. It's saying you need to find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So maybe if you're worried about getting tested, just go get fucking tested. That's the only thing you can do, is just call. Planned Parenthood does them all the time, okay? Maybe one of you is pregnant or something like that, and so you're worried about it. Yeah, and you manifested this pregnancy or something. But Spirit is saying manifest your clear board of health too. If you really feel like you're deserving of it, if you wasn't down with this shit or you didn't know about this, yes, pray. Pray that whatever you find out, like that it works out for the best of your knowledge. Yes, like maybe someone's got their eye on you, that you're doing your research and kind of finding out that you've you're breaking free from maybe a love spell that was put on you, because you're doing your research. Maybe some people are watching readings that haven't been watching before. Ooh, and that's changing that physical intimacy with them and their person, and that's one of the signs to their person. So essentially there's some men that are going to come out, well, that's only a reality of the scenario. So there's some men that are going to come out in the community, but I get the energy that several of them are going to have no choice but to come out because they're going to be afflicted.